Hi, my name is Dara. I'm going to be your occupational therapist today. So we are going to be doing some range of motion testing and then some manual muscle testing just to see how well you move and how strong you are. Okay, so how are you feeling today?
Awesome.
Awesome, great. So we're going to start by taking a look at your elbow. So first, let me ask, have you ever had any elbow injuries before?
No,
No? Are you experiencing any pain in your elbow?
no,
No? Any issues with elbow movement?
no.
Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to have you move through the range of motion just to see how well you can move. So you have your arm straight out at your side. So with your palm facing up, go ahead and bring your palm to your shoulder. Awesome, and then back down. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and measure that movement. Okay, I'm going to find your lateral epicondyle. The stable arm follows the humerus, and then the movable arm follows the radius. Okay, so we are starting at about 5 degrees of elbow flexion. So go ahead and bring your elbow or bring your palm up to your shoulder as far as you can. Awesome. You can go ahead and relax. So we have approximately 5 to 148 degrees of elbow flexion. So now we're going to go ahead and measure your extension. So go ahead, keep your arm bent. Place the gonium in the same place it was before. Awesome. So we're starting at about 100, 140 degrees of elbow flexion. So go ahead and straighten your elbow out as far as you can. Okay. Okay. So we have about 140 to -1 degrees of elbow extension. So now we're going to go ahead and test your muscles. So if you could just place your arm, yep, a little bit up. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to stabilize down here. So I want you to hold this position and don't let me move you. Awesome. And then I'm going to lift your arm up over your head. Okay, just like that. So I want you to hold that position and don't let me move you. Okay, perfect. So those would be a 5 for both muscles. Okay, so now we are going to be taking a look at your forearm. So have you ever had any pain in your forearm? Any pain when twisting your arm or moving your arm?
Nope.
No? Okay, great. Go ahead and place your arm at 90 degrees. Over in front of you. So just hold your hand like you're gripping a pencil. Perfect. And we are going to just like that. Okay. So the axis goes over the third metacarpal. Okay, great. So now we'll start with supination. So I want you to rotate your arm so that your palm is facing up. Okay, great. So we had 0 to 75 degrees of supination. So now go ahead and bring your arm back to the starting position like you're gripping a pencil. Okay. And I want you to go ahead and rotate your arm so that your palm is facing down. So as far as you can go. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so we had 0 to 80 degrees of forearm pronation as well. So now we'll go ahead and test your muscle strength. So if you could just put your arm right against your side and then go ahead and with your other hand grab your upper arm. Okay, and just hold that in place. So what I want you to do now is I want you to, I'm going to place your arm just like that. So we'll be testing the muscle strength for pronation. So go ahead and hold that position and don't let me move you. Okay, great. And then we'll go ahead and test the muscles for supination. So go ahead and again, hold that position and don't let me move you. Okay, awesome. And 5s again. Okay, so now we are going to be taking a look at your wrist flexion and extension. So go ahead and just turn your hand so your thumb is facing up. Okay, I'm going to align my goniometer with the second metacarpal, the axis, wrist, and the stable arm along with the radius. Okay. Okay, so now we'll test wrist flexion first. So go ahead and keeping your fingers straight and your thumbs up, bend your wrist inwards. Okay, great. So we have 0 to 65 degrees of wrist flexion. So go ahead and bring your hand back to the starting position. Okay. Now go ahead and pull your fingers back towards your forearm as far as you can. Okay, awesome. So we had 0 to 65 degrees of wrist extension for that as well. So now we'll look at your muscle strength. So go ahead, I guess we'll do wrist flexion to start with. So go ahead and straighten your fingers. Okay. So I want you to hold that position and don't let me move you. Okay, awesome. That would be a 5. And then flip your hand over. Awesome. Go ahead and bend your wrist just a little bit. Okay, and then hold that position and don't let me move you. Okay, awesome. That would be a 5 as well. Okay, and then for our last section, we are going to be looking at radial and ulnar deviation. So go ahead and just lay your hand flat on the table. Awesome. And then we'll go through, I guess, active range of motion first. So go ahead and pull your thumb to your wrist as far as you can. Okay, and then go ahead and pull your small finger to your wrist as far as you can. Okay, great. So now we'll go back to starting position. Okay, put that backwards. The radius, and then the third metacarpal. Okay. So now, again, whenever you're ready, go ahead and pull your thumb to your wrist as far as you can. Okay, can you go any further? Okay, great. Go ahead and relax. So we have 0 to 24 degrees of radial deviation. So now we'll measure our ulnar deviation. Okay. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring your pinky finger to your wrist as far as you can. Okay, great. So for that one, we have 0 to 40 degrees of ulnar deviation. He is a swimmer, so that could account for a lot of flexibility in his wrist. So now we'll look at the muscle strength. Okay, so go ahead and keep your palm up just like that. Thumbs facing up and then fingers facing out. Okay, let's stabilize down here. I'm going to bend your wrist just a little bit towards the sky. Okay, so go ahead, hold that position and don't let me move you. Okay, awesome. So that would be a 5. And then I'm going to bring your wrist up by your ears and stabilize under the arm here. And then I want you to hold that position and don't let me move you. Okay, great. So that would be a 5 as well.